Nobody cares, not like you do. Not about your dreams, your fears, your pain. And that's not cruelty, it's clarity. The sooner you stop expecting others to rescue you, the sooner you start saving yourself. This is where Stoic philosophy begins, with ownership, not applause. Marcus Aurelius didn't write to be seen. He wrote to stay aligned. And today, you'll learn why the Stoics believed that when you stop performing for the world, you start becoming who you were meant to be. No audience, no validation, just purpose. Let's begin. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire and still wrote to remind himself of one truth. We all love ourselves more than others, but care more about their opinion than our own. The Stoics didn't seek validation. They sought virtue. They knew that true strength isn't found in how others see you, it's built in silence when no one is watching. The world today floods us with noise, opinions, applause, and distraction. But Stoic wisdom cuts through it. You don't control what people think. You only control how you live. And when you take radical ownership of your mind, your choices, and your path, you become unshakable. Pillar 1. No one is watching as closely as you think. Most people are trapped by an illusion that everyone is watching, that every move, every word, every post is being judged. But the truth, people forget. They scroll past. They're busy with their own chaos. Your life isn't a show. You don't owe the world a performance. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, don't waste time worrying about what others do or think. Focus on what you control. The anxiety you feel, the hesitation before acting, it's often rooted in imaginary eyes. You think you're being watched, but you're being ignored, and that's freeing because when you realize no one's watching, you can stop performing and start building. You don't need likes to take a step forward. You don't need applause to act with integrity. The work you do when no one is looking is the work that matters most. That's where character is forged. That's where self-respect is earned. So ask yourself, if no one ever knew I did this, would I still do it? That question reveals the difference between a performer and a builder. Choose to build. Pillar 2. Entitlement destroys growth. You're not owed support, not because you tried, not because you hurt, not because you exist. That sounds harsh, but it's liberating. Epictetus said, don't wish for things to happen as you want. Wish for them to happen as they do, and you'll live in peace. The Stoic doesn't expect comfort. He prepares for discomfort. Entitlement whispers, you deserve better. Stoicism replies, earn better. The world owes you nothing. So when it gives you nothing, don't collapse. Build. The absence of help is not injustice. It's a challenge, a test, an invitation to grow. When you let go of entitlement, you stop waiting. You start working, you stop complaining, you start creating. And here's the truth. Everything you build from zero means more. Everything you overcome without applause becomes part of your foundation. You're not helpless, you're powerful, but only if you stop waiting to be rescued and start rescuing yourself. Pillar 3. Own the one thing you truly control. You don't control the economy. You don't control your past. You don't even control how others see you. But you do control one thing completely, your mind. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The modern world trains us to guard everything except our thoughts. We protect our passwords more than our peace. We defend our image more than our inner world. But the Stoic knows, everything begins in the mind. Clarity, discipline, peace, action, character. If your mind is weak, your life will collapse under pressure. If your mind is trained, you can face anything with composure. So what does ownership mean? It means questioning your thoughts, challenging your reactions, directing your focus like a weapon, not letting it be hijacked by noise. It means treating your attention as sacred, filtering what enters your mind with the same care you filter what enters your body. Because if you don't lead your mind, someone else will. And once you reclaim that territory, you realize something powerful. You don't need to control everything around you. You just need to master what's inside you. Key practice 1. The 10-second rule. Before reacting, pause, count to 10. Breathe. Let the emotion pass like a wave. In that pause, you reclaim your power. The Stoic doesn't lash out. He responds with reason, not reflex. One pause can prevent 1,000 regrets. Key practice 2. 1 hour of solitude. Each day, block out 1 hour. No phone, no notifications, no noise, just you and your thoughts. Journal, reflect, observe. That silence becomes your strength, because the person who can sit alone becomes unshakable in the crowd. Key practice. 3. No comparison hour. Every day, take 1 hour off social media. Use that time to review your goals, not someone else's highlight reel. Comparison kills direction. Focus rebuilds it. Track your own progress. That's the only competition that matters. Nobody's watching as closely as you think. And that's not something to fear, it's the key to your freedom. When you stop performing for the world, you start showing up for yourself. When you stop chasing validation, you start cultivating character. That's the Stoic way. You don't need applause to be disciplined. You don't need recognition to be powerful. And you don't need anyone's permission to begin. So ask yourself, what did I become today? Not what you achieved. Not who approved. What did you become? Stronger, wiser, clearer? That's the only scoreboard that matters. If this message sparked something in you, subscribe to the channel. Why? Because here, you'll find the tools to train your mind consistently. Not just motivation for a moment, but mental strategies you can actually apply. In a world full of noise, we offer direction. In a world full of distraction, we build discipline. If that's what you're seeking, this is your space. So subscribe now and drop a comment below with, "I take full ownership of my life." Let that be your commitment, visible and intentional. And remember, the world may not be watching, but you are. And that's more than enough. Smiling, because they know what others don't, that peace is not found in the crowd but within, and that is not weakness, that is mastery. Strength. 4. Value of time. There is one resource more precious than money, status, or recognition, and that is time. Most people spend it carelessly, giving it away to endless conversations, empty commitments, and meaningless distractions. But people who like being alone understand something vital. Time is sacred. They know that every hour invested shapes their life. That's why they guard it so carefully. They choose where to spend it and with whom. They don't waste it on people who drain them or on pursuits that bring no growth. If they give you their time, it means you matter. Think of it this way. An extrovert might say yes to every invitation just to avoid missing out, but the solitary person measures carefully. They ask themselves, is this worth my energy? Will this add meaning to my life? If the answer is no, they walk away without guilt. And that discipline protects their peace. The Stoics often reminded us, we act like mortals in all that we fear and like immortals in all that we desire. Seneca warned that most people waste life not because it's short, but because they squander it. The solitary understands this truth deeply. They treat time as a treasure, not as something to be thrown away. That's why when you're with them, you feel their presence. They're not half distracted scrolling through a screen or pretending to listen. They're there, because if they chose to share their time with you, it's intentional. So remember this. If someone who values solitude gives you their time, they're not giving you minutes, they're giving you a piece of their life. And there is no gift greater than that. Strength. 5. Strong boundaries. In today's world, everything pushes us to overshare. Social media turns private life into public performance, and people are praised not for what they protect, but for what they reveal. Yet those who like being alone move differently. They understand something rare, the power of boundaries. For them, not everything is meant for everyone. They know exactly what belongs to the public and what belongs only to themselves. They can smile in the spotlight, but when the moment ends, they retreat into the safety of their inner world, where not everyone is invited. This doesn't mean they are cold or distant. It means they are careful. They know that peace grows best behind walls, and they guard that peace fiercely. They don't allow just anyone to walk into their personal space, because they understand that letting the wrong energy in can destroy balance. Think of it like a garden. Left open, anyone can trample it, uproot the flowers, and poison the soil. But with a gate, only those who are trusted may enter. People who like solitude build these gates, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And solitude is the fortress that protects those thoughts. By setting boundaries, they protect their minds, their emotions, and their freedom. So if someone who values solitude chooses to let you in, take it as the highest compliment, because for them, privacy is sacred, and the key to their inner world is not given lightly. The world often fears silence. It fills every empty space with noise, distraction, and endless demands. But those who like being alone have discovered something precious, that solitude is not a weakness to be cured, but a shield to be cherished. Psychologists today confirm what philosophers knew centuries ago. Solitude sharpens the mind. It allows for reflection, creativity, and balance. It is in silence that the artist finds vision, the thinker finds clarity, and the soul finds peace. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, people look for retreats for themselves in the country by the coast or in the hills, but nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. The solitary lives this truth daily. They don't run from themselves, they sit with themselves, and that's where they draw their strength. And this is the heart of it. Liars, manipulators, and the noise of the world all thrive on reaction. They want you restless, distracted, and dependent. But solitude protects you. It grounds you. It teaches you to listen before speaking, to reflect before acting, and to guard your peace as your greatest treasure. So the 5 hidden strengths we've uncovered: loyalty, calm confidence, comfort in solitude, valuing time, and strong boundaries are not random traits. They are the natural result of living in alignment with solitude. They are the marks of someone who no longer fears silence, but transforms it into power. Now you know the truth. People who like being alone are not empty, broken, or strange. They are loyal to the few who truly matter. They carry a calm confidence that doesn't need the crowd. They find peace where others find fear. They treat time as sacred, and they protect their personal space with wisdom. These 5 hidden strengths make them rare. They are not defined by loneliness. They are defined by clarity, depth, and power. In a world addicted to noise, the one who can walk calmly through silence is unstoppable. So if you recognize yourself in these strengths, don't doubt them. Embrace them, because what others call weakness is, in truth, your greatest gift. Not lonely, unstoppable. If this message speaks to you, tap like, subscribe to Stoic Spring, and share it with someone who needs it. And in the comments, write just 3 words: I embrace solitude.